What is Spider-Man's top web-swinging speed in Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4?
Knowing the character that I'm going to analyze today, you thought I was going to do something, didn't you? My name is Brian of Chamber of the Wraith, and today we're going to be analyzing the literally brand new, as in I literally just downloaded it 2 minutes ago, Sindel trailer. I got it uploaded into it's a Premiere, which is, as usual, is my trusty, very trusty analysis tool, but I'm going to, for you guys, make it a little bit bigger so that you can see a little more of what's going on. And hopefully the audio isn't extremely loud. I'm going to check my audio peaks really quick just to be sure. Where? Audio gain. 0.8. So I'm just going to knock it down by 1 point to basically make the highest point -2. So it shouldn't be like, oh my god, so loud! But here we go. We're going to analyze Sindel, and we're going to use it in the usual sense. I always watched them once before. This intro's great, by the way. I always watch these once before, just raw reaction, and then I do it. How did I take a look?
You kept me from destroying Earthrealm.
My sacrifice saved the Madoka.
Nothing will save them now.
The voice is great. We've obviously, if you're not familiar, a lot of the DLC lines got leaked. And Sindel, oh god, basically her characterization got completely flipped, and now she's evil super bitch. But the lines are delivered very well. The actress did a great job.
My sacrifice saved the Madoka.
Hitting that it's
Nothing
these two
will save them now.
at the start.
Fight!
And I actually managed to download this at 60 FPS, so I will be able to, like, frame one, whatever. Here's the very first thing. This big reaching overhead, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going with it. We'll try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 26 frames. Of startup, at least in the trailer, for this really long-reaching Naginata type attack. So this could very well be an overhead. And it's a string, which it looks like it should have an ender of some kind. But yeah, so Sindel's Naginata from the 3D games is back, which is not to be surprised because there's an interesting emphasis on weapons in Mortal Kombat 11 now. So most characters that have physical weapons have them back and use them more than they ever have. So that's the first thing. We have hair strings, which Sindel is known for weaponizing her hair, but this is the first time in a little while. Ah! Oh no! My frames are being dropped. There we go. It's nice to see that they're back, and then we have this blast. This was the very first thing that caught my attention. If my frames could stop dropping, that'd be great. This is what I get for downloading a 1080p video and playing it at 60 FPS in Premiere. But anyway, it's this big leap. I don't think that tracks. I think what it's going to be is it's going to be close, mid, and far, like most of the attacks that have that sort of arc. What's a really good example of that? It's like Cassie Cage is flipping out, but she leaps backwards too, kinda, grabs you, and then slams you into the ground. Good block into a throw. Her throws are savage in this game. So she has at least one, as you'll see, she'll have 2 crushing blow throws. This makes her scary because if they're in the same vein as Nightwolves, for instance, she'll have if you fail a throw attack, she can pick which throw she wants and then get 30% off of it. That's her short hop, and this is the first we're seeing a human Sindel. And this is our first... I think this is the first time that we've actually seen a DLC character show off 2 skins, which is very cool. This Rapid Magic Blast looks to be just a normal special move. Kind of reminds me of Nightwing's Wingdings a little bit in Injustice 1, or maybe Robin's Air Wingdings in Injustice 2. So Rising Hair... Weave Ryuken! Sorry. Weave Ryuken! This is probably just going to be not a true launcher on its own, but then it launches with meter, with a hair. I just realized that was all hair. That was all hair. And I know frames are being dropped like mad at the minute. Alley-oop, whip, whip, slam. So this is probably the most that we've seen, and unfortunately the trouble is that we as everybody here will have no idea what's in her base kit or what's in her competitive variations until the combat cast. Which, if I had to wager a guess, what day is it today? Thursday? It's gonna be like next week. So we're gonna have to analyze this and take a stab at it. But a Scream starting combo, that's new. A new Scream starting string. And this is kind of MK3 Sindel. She has anti-air Scream. That's actually ripped right out of Canary Cry from Injustice 2, where there's a Canary Cry ability for Black Canary where she screams downwards, and at different levels it's either a stagger, a knockdown, or a huge pop-up. And that looks exactly like Black Canary's level 2 air cry. Right here. Yeah! And okay, we gotta talk about this for a second here. This spooky thing, whatever this is, I have some thoughts on, and you're gonna understand why in a minute. Big Scream. Ooh! So that's the base ender for that. Okay, this I believe is the 4th throw. She stabs you with her Naginata, pulls you in, ow, and then Scream for the crushing blow, which is just God. So she has Float as well. This is probably an ability, if I had to wager a guess, where she floats in the air and then she can do stuff out of it like an air projectile. Another float into a pop-up string right there. So she gets this ghost attack. I wonder if her ghost stuff is going to be like Great Kung Lao, in that it's going to be like a thing that you equip to get all of these moves for 2 slots, and then she can teleport to the ghost to continue a combo. Was that her cartwheel? That totally was her cartwheel. I wonder if that's still a special move, or that became like 4-4 up 3 or something. There's the ender for that string we saw right at the beginning. Low Scream. Okay, so first off, she blocks Square Wave. Screams, which, again, notice that the Scream is coming out of the Banshee Ghost. Notice that the Scream is coming out of the Banshee Ghost. Isn't that a little bit suspect? Moving on. This is where it gets funny, though. First off, like mother, like daughter, I guess, both Katana and Sindel have a booty-crushing blow, but for Sindel, she screams to launch herself ass backwards into your face to shatter your skull. That's her launcher. Her wake-up launcher. Again. This is some Silver Banshee bullshit. Fatal blow. Pull you in for a stab, fly you up, stab the neck. That's pretty brutal. This is my favorite though. The way it ends with the heels directly in the eyes. Brutal. Brutal. I'm not rating this one, by the way. You might have seen, what was it, a couple of weeks or a month ago, I uploaded a video where me and a couple of friends rated Fatal Blows. Not going to rate this one. I'm going to rate Sindel's, Jokers, and Spawns at the end of March. So, at the end of March with some people, so. Fatality time. Boot. Hair. She's screaming through the ghost again, which skins and tears you in half. And then a final scream to make you go boom.
Fatality.
Sindel wins.
Sindel wins.
I think now is the perfect time to talk about this because it's right at the end and you can kind of see this. Among the things that I was expecting for Sindel, I was expecting Scream. I wasn't expecting literally every instance of her scream to be connected to this ghost. Like, if we go back, yeah, you gotta give it a little bit of time because it's... Oh yeah, that's right, because we've also kind of way zoomed in. Like, her flight powers... Her flight powers are her own thing, her hair power is her own thing, but if we go back and watch... I'm just trying to find where she screams. Yeah, so... Okay, so the only time that she doesn't really scream either, this is more of a straight fireball or a combo string starter. Watch every time she's... Okay, I was wrong. Not every time. But so far as I know, this is the only time where she screams and the ghost isn't involved. She does air scream, and then she gets the powered up scream. Frames stop dropping, thank you. And she gets super scream from the ghost. And then there's Ghost again. It feels... There it is. There's another one. Okay. I stand corrected. It's not literally every time that she screams. It seems more like every other time she screams, though. It's because of the ghost. And it's usually big screams, so... The big scream, she's channeling the Banshee and releasing it. And that seems really strange to me. It seems really strange to me that for all of her super powerful screams, she goes full Silver Banshee and, like, gets the ghost. I find that incredibly strange, and I wonder if there's going to be some kooky explanation, autosave. If there's going to be some very odd explanation for like, oh, she can scream on her own, but in order to scream more powerfully, she channels an evil banshee that has possessed her, which would also doubly explain why she's so nasty in her dialogue options. That's all I got for explaining on that. But then, of course, we finally have this. This is a cool shot, though. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that! That is a cool shot. That might be the thumbnail. It might be me going... Yeah, that'll totally be the thumbnail. But... Yeah, that's Sindel for you. And she drops in... a little under 2 weeks. She drops for us Combat Pack people on November 26th. If you don't have the Combat Pack, she'll drop December 3rd. So here's Gothic Horror. Okay. This is going to take a little bit for me to figure out, but this is because I literally couldn't figure out who these people were. This Gothic Horror pack threw me off guard, but looking at it now, I can tell you right now, we have, I'm guessing, Van Helsing Raiden, or Vampire Raiden. We have Frankenstein Gearus, and we have a female, but I literally can't figure out who. I'm pretty sure this one's female, though. I literally have no idea who this, I guess, Egyptian theme is supposed to be for. If any of you guys have any idea, that would be fantastic to know. But this is Frankenstein Gearus, and then we have Van Helsing / Vampire Raiden. And then we have another goddamn Cassie Cage skin. This is twice in a row now that the extra skin has gone to Cassie. And it's classic Cassie as well. But it's not Mortal Kombat X default Cassie. It's Endurance Cassie with a different jacket. So, the Gothic Horror Pack's pretty cool. I'm still legitimately stumped as to who this is. As to who are, I'm guessing, this has got to be the Egyptian themed costume, because we had one in MKX with Ermac. But Ermac's not in the game. Full disclosure, this would be hilarious if it turned out to actually be Sindel. But, yeah, there you go. Classic Cassie. Endurance Cassie. And that's the extra skin that came with Sindel. No classic, no classic female skins like we thought were going to be. Like I thought it was going to be, sorry. I don't know why I keep saying we instead of I. Weird thing. But we know that this time I actually mean the we. We actually know that the MK Classic female skins are in the game. You could literally, I'm telling you right now, if you go to mkwarehouse.com and do enough digging, you will find them. They're in the game's code. But why? Why are they there? I honestly couldn't tell you for sure. If I had to wager a guess, either they're going to be, there's supposed to be a Combat League thing, but that season hasn't happened yet. So the season of Classics, whatever that's going to be, is not going to happen at least for Season 6, because that became the Outworld season. I don't know what's going on there, but I thought it was going to come with Sindel, honestly, because she debuted in MK3, and they're MK2 female skins, and then the bonus one could have been MK Scarlet, so you would have had MK Jade, you would have had Classic Jade, Classic Katana. Who's the other one? I know there was 4, and I remember 3 of them. I can't remember the 4th for the life of me. But no, we got Classic Cassie, and we got Gothic Horror. Which Gothic Horror does kind of make sense for Sindel, now that we kind of have the context of, you know, she's the Edenian Banshee now. But, I don't know. The dialogue things were pretty bad. But this kind of rubs me the wrong way. But at the same time, I think it's kind of neat. It's like, oh, that's cool. But you know, it's like petting a cat backwards, you know? It just doesn't feel right. Especially if you're the cat. So, that's my current analysis on this. I think, I apologize, I'm not going into like more frame data or guessing what's an ability or whatnot. Probably hair grab is universal. Hair flip might be an ability. I feel like the ghost might be an ability in and of itself, but I literally cannot say for sure what is an ability and what is not. So I'm just going to leave you with this shot right here. Come on.
Sindel wins.
Just going to leave you with a shot here. Boom. And I would love to know what you guys think about Sindel and all of these crazy shenanigans that are going on. Don't forget to be awesome. I'll see you guys on the other side. See you later.